So whatever we love is what's going to consume our thoughts. I'll illustrate it this way to you. If I love my wife, and I never go about my day, and as I'm doing things in life, I never stop to think about her, or her, thinking about her isn't part of my day. Do I really love her? Now, I might love the thought of her, thought of having a wife, or thought of things like that. But if I love her, I'm going to be thinking about her through certain times of my day. We could illustrate it maybe a couple of ways as well. It's what's consuming our thoughts when everything is quiet, the operating system, if you will, if you understand that kind of language, just it's what kind of programs us through the day if we love something. You've seen a young couple that might be in love. They wind up, maybe they'll text each other, and if you're in love with someone and you're thinking about them, then every text you get, you know how it goes. You're scrutinizing every little emoji. You get that text message and you're like, what does that mean? And you're like consumed with thinking about, they sent this emoji. What does that mean? If you don't send emojis or whatever. Or they send, I get a text with an exclamation point with a question mark and another exclamation. What does that mean? And I'm like overanalyzing because I'm thinking about that person. Okay, let me give you another one that maybe hits a little closer to home today. Sports fanatics. Why in the world would anybody ever need to know who was drafted back in 1985 for whatever sports team? It's because they love it. And so I want you to see when the psalmist here is saying, "Oh, how love I thy law." Sometimes we look at this and we say, "Yeah, Pastor, I hear you. I'm supposed to read my Bible and I'm supposed to study the scriptures." And to us, it sounds like homework. Can I just be frank? To some people, the Bible tastes like cardboard. And they're like, "Okay, all right, Pastor, I hear you. I'm supposed to meditate in the Bible all day. But Pastor, I have a life. I work like 12 hours a day, Pastor. I can't I can't just clear everything out and go find a hole to crawl in for 12 hours a day and meditate on the Bible and just study the Bible all day. It feels like homework." Okay, you're not understanding the psalmist here. He's not trying to give you more busy work to do on top of the life you're already living. He's not saying that you need to add this and have this carved out, special thing. What he's saying is it just needs to be a part of the life you're already living. Look, he says, "It is my meditation all the day." Why does someone learn who was drafted back in 1985 if they're a sports fan and they love a certain team? Because they love that team. They love that sport and they want to learn everything they can about it. It's not extra homework to them to learn those things. They just love to learn those facts and details, and somebody who doesn't love it as much is like, "You're nuts." It's crazy. So if we love the Bible, yeah, there's going to be work involved, but it's not going to feel like work because you're going to be so in love with it. What this looks like, practically speaking, is you get to your desk at work and you put a Post-it with a Bible verse on there, and through the day you're meditating on it, and you just have something tangible, something small that you can take with you, and you can think about that. Or maybe you're listening to the audio Bible while you're driving, and you put the scriptures on it, and you're listening to that, you're meditating on it. Just grab something. I'm not telling you have to do all this extra work. Just meditate on the scripture. And each week, as you put that in you, you'll grow.